Rick said after the game the other night that he felt like the second half was the best half that Jacoby had played this season. What I guess when you watch the film, do you agree with that, and what do y'all need to get that from him consistently?
Well, first of all, I'm not going to disagree with the head coach, and that's a joke. And then secondly, I think what Coach was most pleased with was, we preach cardio toughness, and in that particular game, the way that they played, right? They were up on them, they were making it tough. They were physical, they were fast, that Jacoby managed all that and still was able to maintain a high level of focus, consistency, get us into our offense, keep us organized. And I think that's probably what made Coach proudest of what he was doing and the steps that he's taking to improve.
Coach, just in this 4-game sample size, where do you think you made the most improvement from game 1 to game 4?
Just, I think paying attention to detail. I think we're getting a better effort defensively. And I would even include, Rob, if I can, Ohio State and Duke, because those were 2 high-level games, if you will. And so I think we've improved with our effort. I think we have more guys on the same page. Not having Bishop out there has been interesting to see which guards will step up and really defend, because defending the dribble is obviously something we were able to do in the past very well, something this team's going to have to do very well.
How encouraging was it to find out JP is not in a season-ending situation, and how exciting will it be to get him back at some point in the near future?
Yeah, well, avoiding a serious injury was great to hear, and I think that's something obviously Coach Barnes will share with everybody tomorrow.
What do you hope from Jalen and Dwayne, if they get more opportunities, what do you hope that they can bring to the table?
Their physicality. They're both excellent passers. I think you saw the post-to-post pass that Jalen threw, and we all know Dwayne's processes things really quickly, particularly for a freshman. But both those guys can really pass the ball. They're loads to handle, and what we want to do is, I know that most of you are young enough. Any of you guys remember boxing, the really good era of boxing? Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hitman Hearns.
3 rounds.
Right, yeah, 15 rounds of going at it, and that's what we need, because we have a core of 5 guys, and Nate's pretty big if we include him in that from the perimeter position. So not just all our bigs, but everybody, we include our guards in that too. But to your question specifically, big guys have to play big, or you might as well play with 6'4" guys. And I think both those guys are starting to do that, in a way that wears on other teams, and if this makes sense, allows Cade and Fee to play in a little more space.
With Bishop out, have you seen Ethan and Amari kind of take advantage for him?
Amari, so we call him Mo, I think you're talking about, right? Number 77?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not being smart, Rob, because we have 2 Amaris.
You got 2.
Right. And so Mo, Amari, is got elite hands. And we're trying to get him to get up on the ball, use his hands, not necessarily to, get off balance, but make it tough on the offensive guy. Ethan, I think, came in, he understands the level that it takes, but he's still got to improve with, what we're doing technique-wise, systematically, individually. But I do think we've seen improvement in both those guys. We just need to see it, I think, again, individually, and in our scheme, what we do defensively, we have to improve still.
You guys anticipate the offensive rebounding being as good as it's been to start the season?
We're going to see here real soon, because it's no taking away from the teams we've played, but just size, physical attributes. I thought Rice had some big guys that could really challenge us, and they did. The first half, I think it was 19-19 on the backboard, and then second half, got rebounded them 28-12. So that was encouraging, kind of the theory we were talking about, right? Doing it as a group. But Tennessee State, very athletic team. That'll be challenging. They're a good offensive rebounding team. And then as we start to step up here, with even, when I say step up, I mean bigger teams, more size, more athleticism. I think that'll give us a truer picture.
Coach, Jacoby has thought he's not played with bigs who were lob threats he's got right now. How do you guys facilitate that? He had 4 or 5, I guess, the other night. How is that process coming along? How do you make that happen?
I think it's something that, like, I was listening to Jacoby and I listened to our guys' interviews to see if there's, if I can help with any pointers. But we know from the past that I can't. So, I think them talking about the connection. Fee went into that it takes time, and he had that with Zakai. Jacoby has talked about at his other stops, they've had good players, but not really lob threats. I mean, the big he played with at Maryland, Queen, I don't know what he went in the draft, number 7, 8, whatever it was a really good player, but not a lot of vertical lift, right? Just a really good basketball player. And with Cade, with JP, with Felix, obviously, he's got guys now that's new. I can throw the ball up to the rim. And we always tell him, if you're going to make a mistake, make it high, not low. So he's getting used to it. It's something we work on every day. It's something coach is preaching. We watch it in video. We show it. We see it. We talk about where he's got to attack, when to make the pass based on where the defense is. And I think he's starting to pick up on that. And I think it's more Jacoby, Rob, than it is the bigs, because they're used to it and they're expecting it.
I feel like Nate's a better perimeter shooter than he's shown these first couple games.
Absolutely, and I think Coach showed him on video the other day. He goes through and says, we talk about whether it's a make or a miss, what's a good shot? And when you're on balance, you step into it, it's a rhythm shot. It's the right shot for you. Bottom line, is it a practiced shot? And if it's a practice shot, it's a good shot. And I think Nate's can really shoot the ball. Nate can really shoot it. And it's just a matter of him figuring out shot selection. And I think that takes time for someone as talented as him that can probably go get a bucket a lot of times. When do I do it? When do I utilize teammates? How do they help me? How do I help them?
Anything else? All right, thanks.
Thanks, Coach.
Waffle House? Okay.
Is it